Some got a notification. Oh no. Normally you get a notification. So that's live. Test.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Baseball New South Wales stream of the Under-18's bronze medal game from the 2019 Australian Youth Baseball Championships. Apologies for the delay. Getting started this morning, a few technical issues. I'll get you up to speed with all of the information from this game thus far. I'll get you the lineups very shortly. Just for now, so you know where we're at, it is the bottom of the second inning. Home team Western Australia. Currently batting, we've got the second baseman, number 19, Scott Cornish. Facing number 21 from South Australia, Connor McLeod. 1-all ball game here in the second inning. So a great start from both sides offensively, plenty of hits. See Scott Cornish knock one out to right field. Joe Gluyas takes care of that one for the second out of the inning. You're going to see the DH, Mitchell Schofield, come to the plate. The WA jumped ahead in the first inning. A couple of singles, knocked the ball around, and then top of the second inning, South Australia jumped straight back with a few singles to start the inning, as we see first pitch strike from Connor McLeod. So 1-all ball game, as I said. Two very good sides here battling it out for the under-18 bronze medal. That one just misses up and in a little from McLeod. 1-1 count now on Mitchell Schofield. Good fastball away. Schofield swings through it. Much more comfortable temperature here for the players, officials, everybody involved. Been such a hot week here at Blacktown. Let's see the 1-2 pitch from McLeod. Breaking ball fouled away to the right side. 1-2 count again here to Mitchell Schofield. Ground ball back up the middle. And he's going to have a 2-out single. That'll bring to the plate third baseman Dylan Walsh. Dylan Walsh, the 8-hole for Western Australia. Get you both starting lineups as soon as we have a break in the inning. But for now, McLeod pitching, 2 out, runner at first base. That one missing up and in to Walsh. McLeod with the 1-0. Fastball away, fouled. Foul back by Walsh. Pretty good swing there. So McLeod locating his fastball well away. Some good breaking balls here to start the game as well. Good block by Carter Powell, but just got away enough for Schofield to move up to second base. Apologies, correction, 1 out. So 1 out here for WA with the go-ahead on second base. 2-1 count to Dylan Walsh. Once again, that fastball as soon as McLeod goes to the inner half, just missing up a little bit. Three-one pitch, inside move, just checking in on Schofield. Can run a little bit. Pretty good jump on that last play that was in the dirt to Carter Powell. Three-one pitch here to Walsh, just missing low. Definitely had the corner. So WA trying to build an inning here. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Brings to the plate the catcher, Daniel Stevenson. Let's see what McLeod offers up. First pitch to Stevenson. There's that fastball away, locating well again. Gets ahead in the count. A lot of movement on that breaking ball, so we'll see how confident he is in throwing that pitch rather than be fastball and be a bit predictable. That one right down the middle. Stevenson knocked to left field. We're going to hold Schofield at third base. WA now. 1 out, loaded bases. Back to the top of the WA lineup with left fielder Jaden Mitchell. One out here, as I said. Corners playing up, looking to make a play through the plate. It's a good fastball down in the zone from Connor McLeod. Gets ahead in the count once again. Oh, 1 count here to Jaden Mitchell. That's a good play by Carter Powell. That was about a 57-footer from Connor McLeod. So, as I said, that breaking ball with a lot of movement. Now with the go-ahead run at third base. He's got to have complete confidence in himself and Carter Powell to make sure that ball stays in front. Here's the 1-1. Does go with the breaking ball, just missing inside. It's a good take from Jaden Mitchell. 2-1 count now, 1 out, loaded bases. Big spot in this game here for both teams. Fastball popped up, shallow left field. Brock Keating with the play. Just a little too shallow there. Mitchell's shot to left field. Try and get Schofield in. Brings to the plate the shortstop, Byron Armstrong. You see Stevenson come on from first base with a speed-up rule. Aiden Austin is going to jump out there to first base as the runner. So now 2 out. Armstrong at the plate. McLeod seeing if he can get out of this big pickle. First pitch to Armstrong. Fastball down the middle, fouled straight back. So McLeod working ahead of hitters very well, but then falling behind a little bit from that point on. He's got his pitch. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball just a little high. So 1-1 count here. Byron Armstrong looking to plate the go-ahead run for WA, and that fastball misses up. McLeod just looking to regroup. Deep breath behind the mound. Two balls, one strike on Byron Armstrong. Pretty good pitch, but just missing the outside corner. So 3-1 count now. 3-1 count, 2 out, loaded bases. McLeod with another well-located fastball on that outside corner. Armstrong just a little tardy on the swing, so fouls it back to the right side. So full count, 2 out, runner should be on the move. Here's the pitch from McLeod. That one is up and away off the end of the bat. That might fall in right field, and it does. It's going to plate one, and the second run coming in. Armstrong dumps one into right field, scores 2 runs for Western Australia. Schofield and Walsh cross the plate. Austin running for Stevenson. He gets around to third base. That ball always looked like it was going to fall in front of Joe Glias. That'll bring to the plate the centre fielder for Western Australia, Caden Nicoletto. Still 2 runners out there with 2 out, first and third here. So WA looking to continue adding runs to their score. McLeod with a fastball. Little up, little away. Nicoletto taking a big cut at that one. It fouls it back once again. McLeod a head-on hitter early in the count. Armstrong off with the pitch. Good jump. He would have been in there standing up. Nicoletto having a good cut at that one. Fouls it back, so 0-2 count here for McLeod. 2 good pitches to Nicoletto, so well ahead here. Let's see what the plan is. He continues to try to locate a little off the plate. Once again, Armstrong off with the pitch. Nicoletto hits that one a ton. That is well foul, so still an 0-2 count. Not sure if that's exactly where McLeod was trying to target Nicoletto. Big left-hand bat right in the middle of this WA lineup. Armstrong off again. Nicoletto, soft liner to centre field. That one's going to fall in, so Austin crosses the plate. Armstrong was off with the pitch, so he goes around to third base. WA plate, another run. Makes the score 4-1 here in the second inning. We're going to have a mound visit. Quick chat with Connor McLeod. Good at bat by Caden Nicoletto. Soft line drive, landing in front of Kerry McLeod, centre field. Little bobble, wasn't costly. As I said, Armstrong was off with the pitch, so he was always going to get around to third base with his speed. So 4-1 ball game here in the second inning. This under-18 bronze medal game. Stepping to the plate, first baseman Nicholas Riley. So 2 out here, first and third. Fastball right down the middle. Riley fouls it straight back. There's still a fairly big spot here for South Australia defensively, although it is 4-1 at the moment. Nicoletto off with the pitch, and that pitch is down. Good play by Carter Powell to keep it in front. And Nicoletto into second base, standing up. 1-1 count on Nicholas Riley. That one just up and in a little bit with the fastball. So big spot, as I said, for South Australia. They can get out of this only down 3 runs. There's still a lot of baseball left in this 9-inning game. Riley, big cut at that one, pops it up down the third baseline, and that one is going to get out of play. It's a 2-2 count here on Nicholas Riley. And the other side of the story, obviously WA. Base hit here from Nicholas Riley. Another good play by Carter Powell on that McLeod breaking ball. A couple of runs here for WA. A 5-run lead in the second inning is I'm sure how they plan starting this game offensively. So 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to Liam Bull. Gets it across the diamond. So South Australia, although there was some damage, limited somewhat. WA leading 4-1 after we completed 2 innings here at Blacktown International Sports Park. As I mentioned, there was a slight delay in getting started this morning, so I'll get you these starting lineups right now on your shot there. You've got WA out in the field here. It's going into the top of the third inning. So in batting order, left field, Jaden Mitchell. Shortstop, Byron Armstrong. Centre field, Caden Nicoletto. First base, Nicholas Riley. Right field, Ben Drew. Second base, Scott Cornish. DH, Mitchell Schofield. Third base, Dylan Walsh. And catcher, Daniel Stevenson. On your shot there, just getting loose, the starting pitcher, number 15, Lachlan Waite. And South Australia, we've got the third baseman batting out of the 7-hole, Liam Bull, stepping up to the plate here to lead off the third inning. Batting all the lineup for South Australia. Second base, Jacob Scott. DH, Sashiro Suzuki. First base, Blake Farr. Right fielder, Joe Gluyas. Left field, Brock Keating. Centre field, Kerry McLeod. And taking that first pitch strike, third baseman, Liam Bull. The 8-hole catcher, Carter Powell. And batting ninth, shortstop, Will Day. 0-1 pitch to Bull. Chop back up the middle. Armstrong gets a bit of a bad hop. Ball wasn't hit all hard, but a bit of an in-between hop there. Couldn't quite get to the show. South Australia, exactly what they were after. Get that leadoff man on and chip away at this 3-run deficit. Well, I've got my lineup a little wrong. Apologies. This is Blake Farr shooting one down the line. So sorry, that was the DH, Sashiro Suzuki, leading off the inning. That ground ball up the middle. So at the moment we've got first baseman Blake Farr. So Lockie Waite getting ahead. Blake Farr with that first pitch. Fastball. Just a 1-strike count here. Farr just taking a moment. See how aggressive this South Australian team is on the bases. That fastball just missing inside. So 1-1 count to Blake Farr. Suzuki with good speed at first base. That one just ate up Nicholas Riley just a little bit. Waite can get it over to first base pretty quickly. Obviously, well aware of Suzuki's speed at first base. Breaking ball just catches the outside corner. Big pitch there. Big difference between 2-1 and a 1-2 count. So Blake Farr in a little bit of a hole. 1-2 count. Another check on Suzuki at first base. One-two count. None out here in the top of the third inning. Fastball. Soft chop to Nicholas Riley. Riley gets back to the bag. Armstrong with a good transfer. That's a 3-6-3 double play. Now batting right fielder Joe Gluyas. Waite with another first pitch. Fastball for a strike. That's exactly what WA were after. They put up 3 runs in the bottom of that second inning. That leadoff man gets on, double play ball. So now with 2 out. Gluyas hits that one pretty hard, but that's straight at Caden that'll end the top of the third inning. We can take a quick break here at Blacktown International Sports Park. We'll be back with you for the bottom of the third inning. This under-18 bronze medal game. Welcome back to Blacktown International Sports Park, 2019 Australian Youth Baseball Championships. You're watching the under-18 bronze medal game, South Australia versus Western Australia. Leading off the bottom of the third for Western Australia, the right fielder, Ben Drew. Taking the first pitch from Connor McLeod. Up. That's a hard-hit ground ball. It's a Will Day. Couple of steps to his right, tried to make a backhand play. Ball hit pretty hard and just ate him up just a little bit. So WA with the leadoff man on, looking to tack on to their 3-run lead here in the bottom of the third inning. Second baseman Scott Cornish stepping to the plate. Fastball missing up and in from McLeod. The 0-1 pitch, a fastball up and away. Cornish fouling that one off to the right side. So 0-2 count. Correction, 1-1 count. First pitch was a fastball that missed up. Another breaking ball in the dirt from McLeod. Looks like it's a pretty good pitch from McLeod. He just hasn't quite got the location on that pitch. But Carter Powell once again doing a good job back there. Ben Drew taking off. Ball gets away from Powell. So none out runner at second base here for Western Australia. Cornish at the plate with a 3-1 count. Fastball down the middle, fouled straight back. It's a 3-2 count now on Scott Cornish. Ben Drew at second base. Hard hit ground ball, foul down the third baseline. A little bit of movement in both bullpens. Fair distance from my position here, so not entirely sure who they are. We'll see if we have any defensive changes. We'll let you know about that. So 3-2 pitch, ripped down the third baseline, just foul. Good at bat here from Scott Cornish. McLeod obviously looking to attack the strike zone, not wanting to put any more base runners on for WA here in the bottom of the third inning. Another chop foul from Scott Cornish. McLeod opts with a breaking ball. After about an 8 or 9 pitch at bat, Scott Cornish. That was a good pitch from McLeod. Good job by Cornish to hang in there. I'm sure he wasn't expecting that pitch. So 3-2 pitch once again. Time call as a stray ball comes down from the South Australian bullpen. Decent crowd here, fair bit of noise, so a little bit of confusion out there on the field. 3-2 pitch again from McLeod. Chopped again down the third baseline, but that one stays fair. Liam Ball with the play. Ben Drew taking off on the throw. Sliding in safely. Return throw from Blake Farr was on the money, but Ben Drew with too good of a jump at second base. You see Tyrone Hambley come out to the mound. Take the ball from Connor McLeod. Threw the ball pretty well to start this game. WA, obviously a pretty formidable offensive lineup, so a little bit of a tough day for McLeod. So we do have a pitching change here for South Australia. Is number 15, Tyson McKee. So 2 more games today following this under-18 bronze medal game. Both the gold medal games, one under-16s, one under-18s. Both happen to be New South Wales versus Victoria Blue, both age groups. Should be 2 fantastic games. For anyone that has been to the facility throughout this tournament, should be very impressed with what you've seen thus far. Very excited to see 2 New South Wales teams playing for a gold medal. Later on today, so if you're on this feed, by all means stick around, have a look, but if you got the time this afternoon, it'd be great to see you down here on Diamond 1 at Blacktown watching both the gold medal games. McKee's first pitch up and in just a little bit to the DH Mitchell Schofield for Western Australia. Batting here 1 out. Ben Drew at third base. McKee fastball away. Schofield fouls back. So McKee, a bit more of a power arm. We'll see how the Western Australian bats adjust to that. The 1-1 pitch. Throws it right by Schofield. So McKee coming in a big spot, striking out Mitchell Schofield for the second out of the inning. Third baseman Dylan Walsh stepping to the plate now. Try and tack on a 5th run to the Western Australian total. McKee, first pitch. Comes in firing strikes, fastball on the inside corner. Dylan Walsh standing right over the top of that plate. Breaking ball just missing low. Connor McLeod with that big slow breaking ball. McKee with a bit more of a slider. That one hit hard and gets through Liam Bull at third base. And that is going to plate the 5th run for Western Australia as Ben Drew crosses the plate. Stepping to the plate, the catcher, Daniel Stevenson. McKee once again starting with the first pitch strike. Fouled off to the right side by Stevenson. That pitch just missing down from McKee, so 1-1 count here on Stevenson. Hard hit ball straight at Jacob Scott. Gives himself a little bit of room, makes the play, and that'll end the inning. We've completed 3 here. Western Australia leading South Australia with a score of 5-1. At the top of the 4th inning here, leading off for South Australia, left fielder Brock Keating. Squares around to bunt. Straight back to Waite. Keating with a fair bit of speed getting up the line, but Lockie Waite off the mound quickly. Sure, he's done his fair bit of PFP, so that play fairly routine for Lockie Waite, and that's the first out. Brings to the plate centre fielder Kerry McLeod. First pitch fastball right down the middle from Lockie Waite. Pitching from the third base side of the rubber, a little bit of a closed off stance. Throws another good fastball on the outside corner. Foul back by McLeod. So no balls, 2 strikes. And Kerry McLeod. Lachlan Waite pitching very well thus far. Breaking ball, that one just missing up. So far, South Australia scattered 4 hits through their 3 1/3. That one's chopped up the first baseline. Western Australia with 6 hits. Currently score 5-1 here in the top of the 4th. So 1-2 count. Kerry McLeod at the plate. Hard hit ball in the right centre alley. And that one is tracked down. Caden Nicoletto reading that ball very well. Brings to the plate third baseman Liam Bull. Batting here with 2 out. Once again, Lockie Waite, first pitch fastball. Gets ahead of the hitter. 0-1 pitch here. Looked like a breaking ball. Just backed up a little bit. Up and in, so 1-1 count. Slider there missing away. So 2-1 count now on Liam Bull, trying to get something started here with 2 out for South Australia. And that fastball missing up. It's a 3-1 count. There's still a fair bit of baseball to be played in this game, but any chance you can get to rally and chip away at this 4-run deficit as that one's fouled back to the right side. Lachlan Waite continuing just attacking the strike zone. Bit of an excuse me check swing. Chips it over in front of the South Australian dugout. Three-two pitch here, 2 out. Liam Bull, breaking ball on that one. It's a called strike 3. And that will end the top of the 4th inning. Western Australia still leading this ball game by the score of 5-1. Welcome back to Blacktown International Sports Park. Baseball New South Wales feed of the under-18 bronze medal game here, 2019 Australian Youth Baseball Championships. Western Australia, the home side, leading South Australia by the score of 5-1. Tyson McKee on the mound for South Australia with a first pitch fastball for a strike. That one missing up and away a little bit. Jaden Mitchell, slow roll to the right side, pitches cover. The leadoff man, Jaden Mitchell, gets up the line quickly, beats McKee to the bag, so a little bit fortunate there. That one was just in the hole between Farr and Scott there on that right side. Farr making a pretty good backhand play. McKee just couldn't quite get there in time. So now WA with their leadoff man on first base here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Shortstop Byron Armstrong at the plate. First pitch here to Armstrong. It's a fairly well hit ball out to right field, but routine for Joe Gluius for the first out. Now batting the centre fielder, Caden Nicoletto. Mitchell off with the pitch, and Nicoletto bloops one into right field. Mitchell's going to round second base, head into third, sliding, no throw. WA just keep managing to find holes out there. Put the ball in play and good things will happen. So, you've got one out here, first and third. The 4-hole for WA, stepping to the plate, first baseman Nicholas Riley. Big chance to extend their 4-run lead. First pitch from McKee, just missing down. So 1-0 count here on Nicholas Riley. McKee just checking on Nicoletto at first base. Was leaning a little bit, so we'll see if he's off with the pitch. Nicholas Riley shoots one down the left field line. That's going to plate Jaden Mitchell for Western Australia's 6th run. Good swing by Nicholas Riley. So 1 out, runners at first and second for Western Australia. At the plate, right fielder Ben Drew. First pitch is a strike from Tyson McKee. Looks like there is a little bit of a delay on our centre field shot, but keep trying to bring that to you. So 0-1 count on Ben Drew. That fastball misses inside. The 1-1 to Drew. It's down the middle, but popped up on the infield. Infield fly signal from the umpires. Runners stay put, and that's the second out. Big out for McKee. Right in the middle of this Western Australian lineup. Batting second baseman Scott Cornish. Good at bat last time up. About a 10-pitch at bat. First pitch he fouls down the right field line. So McKee just continues to pound the strike zone. Breaking ball catches the outside corner, so getting ahead of Cornish here, 0-2. We've got Nicoletto at second base, Nicholas Riley at first base for WA. The 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out to right field, and that'll end the inning. WA managed to tack on another run after we completed 4 innings here in the bronze medal game. Western Australia leading this one by the score of 6-1. Top of the 5th inning, leading off for South Australia. Catcher Carter Powell. First pitch from Lockie Waite, missing up and in. Powell drops down a bunt down the third baseline. Pretty good play by Dylan Walsh, but it was a textbook bunt by Carter Powell, the catcher. So throw was a little wayward, but very likely that Carter Powell was beating that one out anyway. It's a good start to this 5th inning for South Australia. They can do anything they can to try and chip away at this 5-run deficit. They're batting the shortstop, Will Day. Lockie Waite fires first pitch down the middle. So 1 strike here on the 9-hole, Will Day. Powell taking off on the pitch. And fouled straight back. It's a good swing by Will Day. Just a quick hold up in play here. Foul ball coming in from Diamond 3. Good time to get the third base shot as get a good shot of Will Day wearing that one right in the back. Brushes it off, jogs up to first base. So South Australia got something started here in the top of this fifth inning. WA just have a quick chat here with Lockie Waite. Thrown a fantastic ball game so far. Allowed the 5 hits from South Australia, but they've been fairly well spread out through this 4+ innings from Lockie Waite. So only conceding the 1 run thus far. So runners at first and second, none out here. And it's back to the top of the South Australian lineup. The second baseman, Jacob Scott. Let's see if he can keep the line moving here for South Australia. Squares around, drops a perfect bunt down the third baseline. Walsh was playing back. That one's in the dirt. Carter Powell's going to come around and score. And Will Day's going to get all the way around to third base. Dylan Walsh just hesitating a little bit on that play, thinking maybe Lockie Waite was going to get off the mound and get that ball. In the end, the throw was just a little low to Nicholas Riley at first base. Pretty sure Jacob Scott was beating that ball out anyway. So first and third, none out. The DH, Toshiro Suzuki at the plate. More speed in this South Australian lineup. Score now 6-2 in favour of Western Australia. Suzuki grounds that ball to the right side. Good play by Scott Cornish to get Scott at second base. Suzuki with too much speed with a slow hit ball. So Suzuki safe at first base on the fielder's choice, but that will plate South Australia's third run as Will Day crosses the plate. So score now 6-3. 1 out, first baseman Blake Farr at the plate. Breaking ball to Farr, first pitch. Foul back to the screen. See if like another off-speed pitch that misses up and away, backed up a little bit. See if South Australia continue to put pressure on this WA defence. 2 bunts so far this inning. See if Suzuki's off with the pitch. 1-1 count on Blake Farr. Big cut from Farr, tap foul. So 1-2 count. Right in the middle of this South Australian lineup. 1 out runner at first, already scored 2 runs this inning. Suzuki off with the pitch. Throw down to second base on the money. They must have missed the tag down there at second base. Ball was there well in time. Looked like Suzuki slid to the right side of the base to avoid the tag. So we're going to have a bit of a discussion out here on the field. All right, so back underway. 2-2 count on Blake Farr. Suzuki with that stolen base, standing at second with one out. That one misses down and in. Good play by Stevenson to pick that ball. Full count on Blake Farr. Lockie Waite got the pitch he wants. Breaking ball in on the hands, tied up Farr. That's a big pitch when you consider the momentum that South Australia is starting to build through this top of the fifth. It's a 2 out now, right fielder Joe Gluyas at the plate. That one is popped up right in the middle of the infield. Scott Cornish takes charge, makes the play. So Lockie Waite finishes up that inning pretty quickly, but to start the inning, the bats are firing for South Australia. They chip away that 5-run deficit. Score now 6-3 after we've completed the top of the fifth inning. Welcome back to Blacktown International Sports Park. Bottom of the fifth inning here, this under-18 bronze medal game. South Australia v Western Australia. Tyson McKee on the mound still for South Australia. Leading off this bottom of the fifth inning for Western Australia, the DH Mitchell Schofield. McKee missed with the first pitch. That fastball fouled off to the right side by Mitchell Schofield. Breaking ball to Schofield. Grounded to the left side. And that ball is in the dirt. Schofield getting up the line quickly. Bit of a stumble up there by Mitchell Schofield. Looks like he's fine. Dust himself off. So the 8-hole, Dylan Walsh stepping to the plate. None out, runner at first base for Western Australia. First pitch from McKee, missing in the dirt. Picked by Carter Powell. So defensively, the last thing South Australia wants after they peg back 2 runs in the top of the 5th inning. Really need to come out here in this bottom of the 5th and have a quick defensive inning, keep the momentum in their favour. WA bats been pretty red hot all game. To be honest, all tournament, as that one's fouled straight back by Dylan Walsh. One count here on Dylan Walsh. Mitchell Schofield leading away. Fastball right down the middle. Walsh may be a little unhappy with that call. It looked pretty good. Hitting the bottom of the strike zone right on the knees. So 1-2 count. Dylan Walsh. That one chopped down to Will Day. Over to Jacob Scott, and the throw gets over, and that is into the first base dugout. South Australia get the lead runner with the wayward throw from Jacob Scott. Puts Dylan Walsh at second base with 1 out. Brings to the plate the catcher, Daniel Stevenson. Tap foul at the plate. That double play ball to Liam Bull was exactly what South Australia were after. So 1 out now, Dylan Walsh at second base. Stevenson with 1 strike. Breaking ball from McKee is good, catches that inside half of the plate. So the 9-hole Stevenson in a little bit of a tough spot here, 0-2 count against Tyson McKee. Breaking ball again, tap foul. The 0-2 pitch to Stevenson. Foul back once again. That one coming right off the top of the grandstand. The 0-2 once again. Another breaking ball. Popped up softly to the right side, and that goes into the South Australian dugout. So good at bat here from Daniel Stevenson. Battling away in a 0-2 count. McKee trying to give nothing away here. After scoring 2 runs in the top of the 5th, South Australia really need to get out of this inning without any damage. McKee just checking in with Powell, make sure they got the signs right. Nobody wants to get crossed up. With a runner at second base. So the 0-2 pitch once again to Stevenson. Another breaking ball. Walsh takes off. Play at third base. Slides in safely. That one just getting away from Carter Powell. It's a good read from Dylan Walsh. Good jump at second base. Gets himself third base here with 1 out. It's a 1-2 count now to Daniel Stevenson. Hard ground ball to the shortstop, Will Day. It's playing up a little bit. Playing halfway, just trying to protect that run at third base. Charge the ball. See another in-between hop to a shortstop in this game. He kept the ball in front, so potentially saved a run, but Daniel Stevenson, after a great at-bat, gets himself to first base. So first and third, 1 out. And we're back to the top of the Western Australian lineup in Jaden Mitchell. And Mitchell, we've already seen with great speed. So going to be tough to double up Mitchell if there's a ground ball, fastball up in the strike zone. Jaden Mitchell cutting at that. Potentially thinking the same thing, something up in the zone. Fly ball to the outfield. Potentially scores Walsh. Outfield playing fairly shallow. Got to make sure they can cut that run off on a fly ball. As that pitch misses down from McKee. The 2-1 to Jaden Mitchell. There's a fastball away. Cuts through it. Fell off that one a little bit. They're trying to swing just a little too hard there, Jaden Mitchell. So really with his speed, anything in play is going to score a run here if it's on the ground. That ball scorched up the middle. McKee tried to make a play at it, but that ball was past him pretty quickly, so much better swing from Jaden Mitchell. That plates Western Australia's 7th run here in the bottom of the 5th. The score 7-3 in favour of WA. Shortstop Byron Armstrong steps to the plate. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Daniel Stevenson at second base. Jaden Mitchell after that single up the middle, standing at first. Crowd loving that one. Armstrong fouls one off down the right field line. One of the young spectators down there tried to make a play on it. Disappointed in his effort, so the big glove slam on the ground. So once again, another first pitch strike from Tyson McKee. is the 0-1 to Armstrong. That one down. Play by Carter Powell. That fastball just missing up and in, so 2-1 count now on Byron Armstrong. That ball flown out to centre field. Kerry McLeod making the play. Stevenson staying put at second base. That'll be the second out of the inning. You see Aiden Austin once again come out and run for Stevenson with a speed up rule for the catcher. So now batting with 2 out, centre fielder Caden Nicoletto. Batting third in this Western Australian lineup. Power left-hand bat. First pitch from McKee, misses up in the zone. That ball hit very well out to right field. That one gets past Joe Gluyas. Austin's going to score. Jaden Mitchell comes in, touches the plate, diving into third base. It's Caden Nicoletto with a 2-run triple for Western Australia. Gluyas out in right field, thought he had a read on that ball, but the ball was hit that hard that it got past him quickly, so all the way to the wall. Both Austin and Mitchell scoring easily. Nicoletto now at third base with 2 out. Nicholas Riley at the plate. First pitch from McKee misses away. And that one popped up down the first base line. And Blake Farr making that play. And that'll end the inning. What an inning after South Australia plate 2 in the top of the 5th. The bottom of the inning. WA plate 3 of their own. The score now, Western Australia 9, South Australia 3, as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Welcome back to Blacktown International Sports Park. 2019 Australian Youth Baseball Championships We're in the top of the 6th inning of this under-18 bronze medal game. Leading off for South Australia, the left fielder, Brock Keating. He taps that breaking ball foul at the plate. So 0-2 count on Keating. Lachlan Waite still on the mound for Western Australia. And another breaking ball swung through by Keating. So 3 pitches to record the first out in this top of the 6th inning. Lachlan Waite just continuing to pound the strike zone. So 1 out, centre fielder Carey McLeod steps to the plate. Fastball, good swing, fouled straight back. So just an update from Diamond 2 here at Blacktown International Sports Park for anyone interested, or especially, I guess, for the Western Australian fans that might be watching. Looks like as that one's hit hard down the first baseline. Going to have a race to the bag. Good play by Nicholas Riley. And it looks like teams are shaking hands up there. The under-16 bronze medal game was on Diamond 2 this morning between Western Australia and Victoria White. What a tournament for Victoria White. But today, WA just looked too good, just looking at the box score. Running away with that one 8-0. First pitch strike there from Lockie Waite. So WA taking the bronze in the under-16s. We're going to do so here on Diamond 1 also. Well, that one just missing inside. Breaking ball missing a little low. Third baseman Liam Bull. 2-1 count. 2 out here in the top of the 6th. That one hit pretty well by Liam Bull, but tracked down by Nicoletto in centre field. A 1-2-3 inning. Lockie Waite comes in and shuts it down after they scored 3 in the bottom of the 5th. So we're heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. Western Australia leading this one by a score of 9-3. Welcome back, bottom of the 6th inning. This under-18 bronze medal game. Tyson McKee on the mound still for South Australia. As that first pitch is popped up. Ben Drew being aggressive there. That one popped up to the third baseman. Liam Ball takes care of that. It's a quick first out for Tyson McKee. Second baseman Scott Cornish steps to the plate. First pitch, breaking ball. Good shot from there. Yep. Looks a little ginger as he walks that one off at first base. I'm sure he'll be fine. Maybe a little sore, but I'm sure he's happy to be up there. Another base runner for WA. With one out to the DH. Mitchell Schofield at the plate. Fastball from McKee. Swung through by Schofield. So 0-1 count. McKee fires away. Another fastball on that outer half. Just attacking Schofield. Quick check over there. Scott Cornish. Still looks to be favouring that left hip. So the 0-2 pitch. Oh, missing down and away. Fastball flown out to shallow right field. Joe Gluyas takes care of that one quite easily, and that is the second out. So apart from a fastball that got away and hit Scott Cornish, Tyson McKee just looking to get through a pretty quick inning here in the bottom of the sixth. Looks like we might have a substitution. And it is Aiden Austin after coming in to run a couple of times for Daniel Stevenson. Excuse me. Looks like he'll be hitting for Dylan Walsh. So 2 out, Scott Cornish at first base. Definitely favouring that left leg. Not sure if he'll be taking off when he's a little sore up there. That one, good swing by Austin. Fouled straight back. So getting his chance for an at-bat here in the bronze medal game. And not waiting around. Good pitch, hits the corner from McKee. So Aiden Austin comes in to hit for Dylan Walsh quickly into an 0-2 count. And gets a breaking ball, knocks it into centre field. quickly rounded up by Carey McLeod. It's a pretty good pitch by McKee. Aiden Austin stayed right on it. Hit the ball back up the middle, so Western Australia rally once again with 2 out. Bring to the plate the catcher, Daniel Stevenson. So that pitch catches the corner. It's a big spot here for South Australia. A couple of runners on, trailing by 6 runs. This inning were to continue back into the meat of that WA lineup. We've already seen them string together hit after hit. Good swing by Stevenson, fouls that one back. Another 0-2 count. Let's see what McKee goes to here. Sticks with the fastball. One-two count on Daniel Stevenson. That one in the dirt, blocked by Carter Powell. He's had a good game back there. Only one ball maybe that got away. Dylan Walsh took off from second base. Other than that, Carter Powell been very tidy behind the plate. So that one is popped straight up on the infield. That was a great opportunity for a commentator's curse, but Carter Powell takes care of that one quite easily. So after 6 complete innings, Western Australia still lead this one by the score of 9-3. South Australia running out of outs. We'll see if they're going to chip away at this deficit. And so we're going to have a close finish coming into the last third of this ball game. Welcome back to Blacktown International Sports Park. Thanks for joining us. We're in the top of the 7th inning, the under-18 bronze medal game. Straight into it, Carter Powell leading off the inning. First pitch. Ground ball straight to Byron Armstrong. 1 pitch, 1 out. Lockie Waite still on the mound for WA. Pitching a great ball game. A couple of defensive changes. Aiden Austin, who came in and hit for Dylan Walsh, has gone into second base. Looks like Scott Cornish has moved over to third base. So 1 out now. South Australian shortstop Will Day taking the first pitch fastball from Lockie Waite. Fastball again, that one missing up. Borderline would look like a pretty good call. So 1-1 count. And breaking ball, that one catches the plate. One-two count here on Will Day. Good pitch from Waite, foul back. Another South Australian batter wears one in the hip, but that's... Well, maybe got the elbow guard. Either way, I'm sure Will Day's happy to take that one. Get a base runner, try and start something here for the South Australian side. So we may have a pitching change for Western Australia. When we resume, South Australia back to the top of their lineup. So, second baseman Jacob Scott. Will be batting with one out. Will Day at first base. And that does look like it's a day for Lockie Waite. And what a day he had. 6 1/3. 6 hits scattered throughout the outing. Only conceding 3 runs. I don't have the book in front of me, but I'm not 100% certain how many of those were earned. Either way, it's a fantastic outing from Lachlan Waite. They're coming in from the bullpen, number 17, Callum Shipp. It's been tipped off out of that Lockie Waite inning. 2 of those 3 runs were earned. What a big performance here. Putting Western Australia in a fantastic position to try and take this bronze medal. Obviously a fair bit of run support does help that. But regardless, that performance, time you get through 6+ innings and only give up 2 or 3 runs, you're certainly going to give your ball club a chance of winning that game. Callum Shipp just taking his last few warm-up pitches. So 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Will Day leads away from first base. After a hit by a pitch, Jacob Scott at the plate. Straight out of the bullpen. First pitch strike from Callum Shipp. Ball hammered down the left field line. Heads up down that pathway. Jacob Scott right on that pitch. Oh-2 pitch to Jacob Scott. Breaking ball misses away. Fastball tied him up. Appealed down the first baseline. And they say he went around, so Callum Shipp comes out of the bullpen, strikes out the first hitter he faces in Jacob Scott, and that's the second out of this 7th inning. Stepping to the plate here with 2 out for South Australia, the DH, Sashiro Suzuki. Been on base a few times today. Ship opts for the breaking ball first pitch. Get ahead of Suzuki here. 2 out. Another good breaking ball from Callum Shipp. Will Day with a good jump. Maybe assuming that was going to be another breaking ball, so takes off, get himself down to second base. Even though it's 6 runs of difference, even this 1 run could be big for South Australia. A little bit of momentum. That ball is ripped down the right field line. Suzuki just loosening up. Been a long tournament for all these young athletes. Another breaking ball from Callum Shipp. Good swing from Suzuki. Fouls it back to the net. Suzuki rips this ball to right field. Is it going to carry? That one is going to bounce on the warning track and over the fence. Automatic double there for Sashiro Suzuki. South Australia scored their 4th run of the ball game. How important could that 1 run be when we get to the back end of this game? So now first baseman Blake Farr at the plate. Good pitch from Shipp, catching the outside corner. A 1 pitch to Blake Farr. Shipp's got plenty of confidence in that breaking ball. Well located pitch. That one's tough to hit. A backdoor breaking ball on a left-hander. So 0-2 count on Blake Farr. Hits one hard down the first base line. Pretty easy hop for Nicholas Riley. So South Australia played a run. Will Day scores after a hit by pitch. Steals second base. Suzuki with a big shot to right field. Bounces one over the wall. So score now after that top of the 7th inning. Western Australia leading this one by the score of 9-4. Just take a moment to acknowledge a few people. It takes a lot of work, a lot of coordination to try and get a massive event like this running well. So obviously Baseball New South Wales having a big part of that. Plenty of fantastic volunteers always needed to execute such an event with so many people involved. So to all the Baseball New South Wales volunteers, Kellyville Colts Club, a big part of that this year. A fantastic effort getting to this last day. I'm sure everyone's looking forward to a big rest. Well, certainly a big tip of the cap from me and from Baseball New South Wales for all the effort everyone's put in. Not much chance to talk through that at bat as the left fielder Jaden Mitchell leads off the inning. First pitch flies out to centre field in this bottom of the 7th. Certainly trying conditions to deal with as well. Neil Barracliff, the tournament director, along with Gary Everson, right throughout this week. If you haven't been in Sydney, it has been hot. So changes of schedule, trying to make sure that players and officials involved, that their health was at the top of everyone's priority. So playing some morning games, moving things to evenings. Byron Armstrong pops that one up. Second baseman Jacob Scott takes care of that. So Tyson McKee still out there on the mound for South Australia. What an effort in relief. WA's chipped away and scored a few runs, but a couple of mistakes in the field maybe have led to a few extra runs that probably shouldn't reflect on McKee's effort out there on the mound. So 2 out now, the centre fielder Caden Nicoletto is coming to the plate for Western Australia. First pitch from McKee, missing up and away. Nicoletto has hit that one a ton, and that is going to carry, and that ball is gone. Caden Nicoletto got the pitch he wanted, and he did not miss it. Fairly subdued celebration by the Western Australian Ball Club, which is fantastic to see, understanding where we are in this ball game with the scoreline, but sure deep down they are pretty happy that Caden Nicoletto got a hold of that one. Just see Nicholas Riley fouling one up into the grandstand, up on the right field side. Tyson McKee breaking ball in the dirt. It's a 2-1 count to Nicholas Riley. That one hit pretty well to centre field. Getting after it is Kerry McLeod, and he can't get there. The throw comes in. Nicholas Riley is going to walk into second base. WA bats just continued, put the ball in play and put it in play pretty well. 2-out double from Nicholas Riley. Into the plate right fielder Ben Drew. It's just missing down from McKee. Didn't miss by much. So the 1-0 pitch here to Drew, and that one is hit a ton out to left field. Is it going to carry? No, that ball hits off the bottom of the wall. Nicholas Riley He's going to touch home plate. As Ben Drew gets in on the action with an RBI double. Tyson McKee has thrown a pretty good ball game, but you can understand if he's starting to get a little tired out there on the hill. So the score now 11-4 in favour of Western Australia, putting 2 runs in this inning. Home run from Caden Nicoletto. Nicholas Riley with a double. Ben Drew following with another double off the base of the left field wall. McKee with the first pitch breaking ball for a strike. So Ben Drew at second base. We've got 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Scott Cornish chips one off the end of the bat down the right field line. Ben Drew rounding third base, and he is going to come in to score without a play. Everything going the way of Western Australia. Scott Cornish hitting that one all of 105 feet, just getting over the glove of Blake Farr at first base. Pretty good effort from Farr, but that one falls in. Brings to the plate the DH, Mitchell Schofield. As he swings through that first pitch fastball. So Blake Farr not holding on there at first base late in the ball game. WA with an 8-run lead. The 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball from McKee, so 0-2 count now on Mitchell Schofield. And another breaking ball, and that'll ring him up. Another 3 spot, third of the game for Western Australia. So after 7 completed innings, they lead this one by the score of 12-4. We'll be back in a moment for the top of the 8th inning. Welcome back to the coverage here at 2019 Australian Youth Baseball Championships at Blacktown International Sports Park. Top of the 8th inning, Callum Shipp, after coming in to relieve in the 7th inning for Western Australia, comes back out in the 8th. Leading off this inning for South Australia, the right fielder Joe Gluyas. Pitch just missing Gluyas, so 2-1 count. It's a rocket out to right field. And that one is in the alley and going to go all the way to the wall. Gluyas rounding second base. And he is going to stand up with a lead-off triple. With the heat we've had this week, that outfield grass looks like it is about as quick as it can possibly get. So that one hit well by Gluyas, but that thing took off once it hit the ground all the way to the wall. Ben Drew getting it in as quickly as he can. So Brock Keating steps to the plate now, runner at third base, none out. First pitch from Ship misses up and away. Just a little out in front of that one, pops it back over the grandstand. So 8 runs is a lot to peg back for South Australia, but lead-off triple is certainly a good start in trying to peg this lead back. There's a much better swing from Brock Keating on that pitch. So 1 ball, 2 strike count on Brock Keating. Off the end of the bat. Hits the ball over to Aiden Austin. So at this stage, WA all they're after is outs. South Australia do plate their 5th run. WA not too concerned at this point, considering now South Australia only have 5 outs remaining. First pitch looked like a breaking ball from Ship, misses off the plate. So Kerry McLeod hitting here with 1 out in the top of the 8th inning for South Australia. Good pitch from Ship, catches the corner. Pitch from Ship in on the hands. Ties up McLeod. So 1-2 count now. Kerry McLeod. Defensive swing from McLeod, but stays alive as he taps that one foul. Pitch down in the zone. McLeod once again stays alive. Doing whatever he can to get South Australia another base runner here in the top of the 8th. Breaking ball backed up a little bit from Ship, misses up. To McLeod. There's a fastball that misses away. So good at bat here from McLeod. He's count all the way back to 3-2. As that is a well hit ball, but straight down the throat of Ben Drew in right field. And it just seems like one of those games for South Australia. A lot of balls hit by Western Australia. Hit hard, but hitting gaps. Hit softly. A lot of balls with eyes on them that just finding grass somewhere. And South Australia just looking to catch a break, but good at bat from Kerry McLeod. That is the second out of the inning. Next to the plate, third baseman Liam Bull. That pitch bounces next to the plate. So 1-1 count here on Bull. Fastball away, swung through by Liam Bull. Here's the 1-2 from Ship. This breaking ball misses down. That fastball misses off the plate. Not sure if Liam Bull thought that was a strike or he forgot the count. Either way, full count right now. And that is a breaking ball. Good at bat from Liam Bull. So not really what you're after out of the bullpen from Western Australia. No damage at the moment with a 7-run lead. You certainly don't want to be giving South Australia any extra base runners if you're on that pitching staff from Western Australia. The catcher, Carter Powell. Powell's had a great game behind the dish today. He swings through that high fastball. Pretty good pitch from Ship here, catches the inside corner. Looks like a change-up maybe. So 1-2 count on Carter Powell. And breaking ball misses up. Carter Powell seeing if he can ignite another big inning from South Australia. A big part of that 2-run spot in the fifth. Tap it down the third baseline, and that is just going to roll foul. That ball stays fair. Cornish has no play, playing fairly deep at third base. Powell runs pretty well. Bit of English on that ball, bounced about 3 or 4 feet, fair territory. Took a left turn, so 2-2 count here, 2 out. Top of the 8th inning. Not a bad 2-strike pitch, but it's a good take from Powell. So full count, Bulls should be on the move. And that one just off the end of the bat, and pretty easy play there for Aiden Austin. That'll end this top of the 8th inning. So South Australia do plate 1 run after Glorious led off with that triple out into right centre field. We're going to head to the bottom of the 8th inning, see if WA can extend their 7-run lead. Welcome back, bottom of the 8th inning. Leading off for Western Australia, second baseman Aiden Austin came into the game for Dylan Walsh. Last that bat got himself an 0-2 counting. Hit a McKee breaking ball into centre field, hit pretty well, so and that ball's hit hard. Another good swing by Aiden Austin. Rockets that ball into right field. So the 9-hole catcher Daniel Stevenson steps to the plate, none out. Austin on first base. Play once again by Powell behind the dish. Stevenson taps that one down the third baseline. Liam Bull playing pretty deep, lets it run foul, so that's be a 1-1 count now on Daniel Stevenson. McKee still on the mound for South Australia. He's done a mountain of work, but just keeps getting the ball back and firing strikes. We can say he's come up against a very, very good team in this WA lineup. Ball hit the ball, Scott, over to far, and that is a 5-4-3 double play. Good turn, that was a pretty slow ball. Big high chop down to Liam Bull. Jacob Scott with a quick turn at second base. So we've got a pinch hitter here for Jaden Mitchell. B number 20, Jared Hutchins. McKee starts him off with a backed up breaking ball. And it goes again with the breaking ball, that one missing down. Goes with the fastball right down the middle. Hutchins taking a big cut at that pitch. Two-one pitch to Hutchins. There's a fastball, misses down. Hutchins gets a fastball on the and a half. Big pop up. McKee says, I'll take care of this one. Ends the inning. So we're going to go to the top of the 9th inning. South Australia with 3 outs to play with. Unless they score 7 or more, you've got to tip your hat. We won't be seeing Tyson McKee back out on the mound, but got through plenty of work out there in relief for this South Australian team. So another call to the bullpen for the Western Australian side. Looks like Kieran Hall. It looks like number 66, Kieran Hall. So going to the bullpen, Callum Shipp. Good job out of the pen for Western Australia after the great start by Lockie Waite. So the 9-hole for South Australia is going to lead off this top of the 9th. Will Day, shortstop. So if you're going to be in any spot of the lineup and try to build a big inning, that 9-hole can get on and get right back up through the top half of that lineup and chip away, put some pressure on. You never know what can happen. So here we go, top of the 9th inning. Will Day digs in for South Australia. And Kieran Hall straight away fires first pitch strike. Bit of noise from this Western Australian crowd sensing the moment. Hall fires another strike right past the bat of Will Day. And 1, 2, 3, all fastballs. That was the best one of the lot. Catches the corner. And even if Will Day offers at that pitch, the best he can do is probably foul that one back. That was a perfect 2-strike fastball from Kieran Hall. So 1 out, back to the top of the South Australian lineup. Second baseman Jared Scott. Kieran Hall, his first blemish, misses away with that fastball. He comes right back and hits the inside corner. 1-1 count. Good tempo from Kieran Hall out of the pen. Get the ball back, give him the signal. Pitching with good rhythm. Still doesn't look like he's rushing up there, just doesn't look like he's interested in pausing at all. He just get the ball. I know what I got to do with it. That's a high fastball swung through by Jared Scott. It's a 2-2 count. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Kieran Hall a little bit extra on that fastball and just gets away from him. So he rears back with another fastball and gets it right by the bat of Jared Scott. Jacob Scott, sorry. My apologies. So, but that is the second out of this 9th inning. So down to their last out. DH Sashiro Suzuki. So that's some pretty good at-bats. So 7-run, 2-out rally seems like a bit of a mountain to climb at the moment, but anything's possible. So SA just looking for Suzuki to have a good at-bat, get something started. Kieran Hall misses with that first pitch inside Suzuki. Trying to make it 12-6. He pulled up a little sore from that swing. Another good fastball from Kieran Hall. past the bat of Suzuki. Looked a little sore in his last at-bat, so a bit of fatigue, bit of tightness. Certainly a lot of baseball for a lot of these young athletes. And the 1-2. Just missing from Hall. The 2-2 pitch to Suzuki. Does not get cheated of any of his swings. Pops that one up past the grandstand. Not sure what the young man's carrying. I'm not sure if he might need a pinch runner when he gets up there. Bit of a defensive swing there from Suzuki. First one we've seen. But stays alive, and that's all this South Australian Ball Club is after at the moment. Another 2-2 pitch to Suzuki. Down in the zone. Tap foul at the plate with another big swing. So Hall not giving in here. Knows he's got plenty of runs to work with. Just keeps pounding the strike zone. Challenge Suzuki. See if you can beat me. Suzuki hits a ball out into centre field. Caden Nicoletto with a sliding catch. What a play from Nicoletto. And that just tops off the day that WA had to win this ball game, the score of 12-5. Nicoletto, what a day he had with that big home run in the 7th inning. So that's a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Western Australia are going to win the bronze medal in the under-18s. I updated you earlier. They also won the bronze medal in the under-16s. So congratulations to the Western Australian Ball Club on fantastic national championships in 2019. Obviously they would have had their hopes set on gold medals. Nonetheless, they've played very well all week in both age groups and certainly deserve the top 3 finish in both tournaments. So South Australian team may be a little bit disappointed, but they played a fantastic tournament themselves. Obviously not the game they were after in this bronze medal game, but plenty of good players in that lineup and plenty of good baseball ahead of both sides. So thanks very much for joining us on the coverage. Stick around if you are in the area. As I said earlier, New South Wales versus Victoria Blue playing in the gold medal game of the under-16s at 1 o'clock here on Diamond 1. And then 4:30 it'll be the under-18s gold medal game, also New South Wales versus Victoria Blue. So if you are in the area, get down here. Should be 2 fantastic games. If not, stick on the stream. We'll have all the images for you as the games take place. That's it for me, having a rest. So thanks for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you down here at the ballpark.